Good morning. Good morning. How are y'all doing today? Today is March 7th, 2025. Market opens in about 4 minutes. We're looking at the overall market as far as it's selling off even more today. Markets are selling off. Which is crazy. We didn't think it can get any lower. Had a nice little rebound yesterday with the fake out, nice little bull trap, and then boom, all the way down to 486. We're going to see if this rebounds today, or does this actually begin to retrace and go back up. I'm excited to see what happens today. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Let me get my link shared to everyone here in our Discord. Just about to hit 600 Discord members, very close to 1,000. Very awesome, very grateful for that. Thank you to all of you. And there we go. And then we have over 70,000 members in our private Facebook group, Investing for Beginners community, one of the largest Investing for Beginners community groups on Facebook. If you want to check it out, all 100% free access. So, all right, here we go. We are getting into it. Got one more link to share. Boom, boom, boom. Done and done. All right, all right. Market opens in about 3 minutes. Now, guys, we've been trading. We traded SQQQ yesterday. If we would have held it, of course, we would have made some money, but we got out after the first sign of this pulling back, and we ended up getting into TQQQ and making some money on that train ride back up. Unfortunately, it got rejected at that moving average, and since then, we've been having trouble getting a back above it. So I'm very curious to see, does this hold? Does it make lower lows? I believe it's going to make lower lows. So we want to be aware of that moving into today. This could very easily be a bull trap. Could sell off even more. Could be a bear trap. Be a variety of things. It could consolidate today, being Friday. So we will see here. Okay, looks like QQQ is selling off even more. Remember, SQQQ could push up even higher, guys. It's already pretty much that moving average on the daily of $36. It's just shy of $36 right now at $35.50. This can also sell off even more. It's already selling off below that moving average. And it could also bounce and then sell off. So say we get a bounce from 65 to 67, that could be a $2 per share move. Compared to SQQQ, it's kind of already at that level. It surpassed that resistance from yesterday, creating 35.59, creating a nice little resistance right here. Are we going to get a pullback? Are we going to get a push up? I'm curious to see what happens now as the market opens. We're going to be patient today. We are up over $100 on the week right now currently. So we don't want to overextend on Friday. We have 4 green days in a row. And so we want to make sure that we maintain our account size, right? We're up 5% already on the week, $92. Let's see, let's showcase that to you here. $92. I wonder if it's the brightness. There we go. Can you guys see that? Not really, huh? Yeah, not really. Anyways, market is open. We are officially live. Welcome. Very curious to see what happens here. Are we going to get somewhat of a rebound? A lot of stuff is also down today. Tesla down below that moving average, as well as AMD, Nvidia as well, Google, very well below those moving averages. Meta, Amazon, and Apple all below, except Apple. Apple is above. I'm sorry. But yeah, are we going to see a huge rebound before another sell-off? Let me know if you can hear me okay, if you could see me okay. Hello, hello. All right. Markets, man, the markets. Any new news today? Nasdaq wanted to enter bear market territory. Next 2-week crucial as 3.5 fall following correction can make it a reality. Unemployment rates tick higher in February. U.S. economy adds fewer jobs than expected. So I don't feel like that's positive news at all. Let's see it. Looks like we may get some pushing. Now, when you look at the 30-minute, look at this. It's really been at this 486 level before. Now, 496 is its previous kind of battleground from July. So as you can see here, even back in July 2024, it was at 496, and then it was at 496 in October. And here we are back to those levels again in March of 2025. Whew. Sorry about that. All right, looks like TQQQ may try to push up today. That would be great, as you can make about $1, almost $2 per share. Now, if it gets rejected, then this is going to continue to sell off, and that's exactly what we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of rejection. Can't get above this moving average, get above this 200-day moving average for quite some time. So we can either get a retracement before a sell-off, which is a 2% on QQQ, which means it could be, 6% on TQQQ for a nice retracement back up to that moving average. Doesn't have to, guys. This thing could continue to sell off. We're just a few minutes into the market right now. Looks like it's trying to consolidate and push back up. And it looks like it's getting rejected. Gonna make lower lows. Now, I would love to go long on this. I'd love to go long at even 65. Even at 66, if I had to catch it up here, 66 to 67, $1.82 per share. We're going to buy 10 as this begins to push up. I'm going to go very light today. 10 shares, about $600 right now. As far as, the direction of the market, it's definitely not in our favor long term, but short term, this may pop up just a little bit before having a big sell-off. I know it did that on, what was it, yesterday or the day before? It did that. Now also, if it becomes oversold, I could buy into SQQQ. That's kind of how we're playing it today. And more than likely, this is going to pop, and then it should probably fail. I'm thinking it might go back up to moving average, possibly back to here, but it doesn't have to. Look at it, it could come up to 66.86. Retesting. There we go. Nice solid push up. And for all of you tuning in, if you're not aware, we do have the most anticipating earnings releases report. We give that out every week. It is available in our Discord as well. You guys can check it out at your leisure. It's 100% free to sign up to the Discord, and it's lifetime access. But once you get in, you can go scroll down to weekly economic calendar, and you can pull it up right here, guys, right here. Friday doesn't look like anything too interesting. Last night after close, Broadcom, Costco, Gap, they all reported their earnings. So interesting to see nonetheless. Okay, here we go. It's going to either retest and push up, or it's going to fail and we are going to make a lower low. So it bounced off of that moving average slightly right here. Boom, boom. Yeah, we want to see if there's a bounce. If there's a bounce, then we will see some significant push, but it looks like it bounced right off of that 45 moving average, which if it doesn't hold, then SQQQ will begin to go up. But right now it's already up, right? Could have bought at 35, up 50 cents per share. Again, we're going to see if we get a little bit of a bounce. Doesn't mean we have to. Looks like that was that little bounce that we were talking about from 66.50 to 60, wait, from 65.50 to 66.50. Is it going to make a new low? That's the question here. It's getting very close to those new lows. It's either going to break or it's going to push up. $487 seems to be a key support level. $487. There we go. Nice big green candle moving up. For everyone tuning in, we are trading at TQQQ right now. Short-term bullish, which could go right back to being bearish. Okay, I want you to be aware of that. We could get a really nice retracement here, even back up to that 491 level. A lot of consolidation. Risking 1%, about $6 to make 2 to 3%, about 20 bucks on this single trade here. QQQ pushing up. I feel like it would sell off a little bit more. I mean, it would push up a little bit more before it continues to sell off. It's kind of been selling. It sold off all day yesterday. After a rebound, it flatlined, it sold off. It tried to pump, sold off. Then it flatlined, and we may see the exact opposite, right? A bit of a sell-off, and then a nice pump up before another sell-off. So, Here we go, testing that moving average, 489. If it goes above it, yep, okay, we are bullish today. Good thing we are on that right side. Up $5 already, almost 1%. Let's see if it can hold. Nice big green candle. No one to lock in profits. It's going to be testing this moving average. Let's see, as long as it pushes up, we will be okay. Or it's going to get rejected like it has before. Right off of that moving average. You see that nice spike up? Let's see if this holds. Oh, it looks like it's going to fail, possibly get rejected. All right, all right. Having fun today, guys. Welcome, welcome, good morning. If you have any tickers or any stocks you want me to review, definitely put them in the comments and I'll take a look at them. Okay, we are pushing up from that level. Very nice green candles. There we go, pushing up. Very nice. That's what we want to see. See if we can get up to 67, 80-ish. 67 also might be the area, but let's see how high up this can get before it fails. Good morning, good morning. Up 1% on the day already, or on this trade anyways, up 1% on this trade. We want a little more than that though. We want a little more than that. $66.88. Well, that doesn't look good, right? I'm going to be coming back down, retesting again. As long as it stays above that moving average, we are fine. There we go. Gonna go back to green. A lot of green volume. A lot of big retailers stepping in. A lot of people buying at this low price in general. Pushing up to 67. 67 is going to be another area of resistance. Basically our pre-market battleground here. Hello, hello. We got double digits watching today. Smash that like button so more people can join. Let's start the conversation as well. Get some chatter going on. What are we looking at? What are we doing? Ask some questions. This is for you guys. If this is your first time watching, this is a free live day trading session we host every day, Monday through Friday. This is for you guys to learn how to trade. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, you want to know what a specific line or indicator is, or my thought process, don't hesitate to ask. Don't hesitate. That's why we're here. We can all learn from everyone's questions. We can all learn from the answers. So still looking good. Moving average is now crossing over, or the exponential, the EMA, right? The purple line, the EMA is crossing over the 200-day moving average. Super trend indicating signs of it being bullish, and it's also above on the VWAP. So all great indicators that this should stay bullish for at least a little while. Once it starts crossing over some of these indicators, then we might see a different direction here, but still looking good as far as all the indicators go. Starting to curl over now, so this could be possible reversal area right here, or it can continue to push up, right? Just a heads up there. This seems to be a previous level of interest. There we go. Continuing to push up. Well, we're going to get it. Now I'd love to trade TQQQ all the way up to that resistance, and then what I would like to do is reverse and get into SQQQ down at support. So that's what I'd really like to do if we're able to even get up that high. Right, it all matters on QQQ. And we can get to 491 and then push even more. So here we go, looking very bullish still. Love to see it. Back up to those levels, 67. Okay, just hit 67. Yeah, it seems like it's having a hard time getting above 490. Still acting bullish though on the 1 minute, still above those moving averages. Again, all indicators are still showcasing that this is bullish short term. Don't know how long it could remain bullish. It could actually start curling over right now. So we're playing with fire a little bit here. I want to make sure we do a good job by locking in profits. A lot of consolidation on the MACD. MACD starting to curl over slightly, right? Starting to lose that momentum. Starting to lose that volume. Big red candles here on those red candles. See, can we get above? There we go, pushing above 67. Can we hold? This is like the third or fourth time it's been rejected off of 67, so we may have to consider getting out. 66.09, 67, that's a $1 move per share. 67. There we go, there's the breakout we want to see. This thing can continue to push up, and it could immediately sell off now that it hit 67. There we go. 67.08. Still very bullish here. We could even set our stop at 67 now, honestly. $67.05. Open orders. There we go. So 67.05. If this continues to push up, then we will continue to push up our stop loss, which is amazing. It's a really cool way to do this to ensure that you get the maximum amount of money here. 67.15 will be our new stop. And I want to remind you, we bought way down here at $66. Okay, so as this pushes up and makes new highs, we should get tapped out right here. Perfect. Made 10 bucks. And very easy, very safe trade. You know, I wasn't too worried about it. We're gonna go ahead and buy 10 shares of SQQQ now. Okay. Now we're gonna switch sides. I believe QQQ touched this area here. It's right where we wanted it to touch, and this should actually reverse. If it breaks through, then we could be in a little trouble here. Could be in a little bit of trouble if it breaks through this level here, 491, which means we could have held just a little bit longer. But I do believe it's going to get rejected off of that level. And then we'll be able to load up on SQQQ and be able to ride that train back up the other way. I remember putting a stop in there. Oh, market. Okay, we're going to get 20 shares of SQQQ, around the same amount. 10 shares of TQQ was around 700. 20 shares of SQQQ is around the same amount, about $700. So as QQQ begins to come back down, it should fail. If it does, then we'll make some decent money on SQQQ as well as this begins to push up. Let's go ahead and go to my chart settings, show trades. Just for now. Could also get rejected, and QQQ can make some new highs, right? Because this is still very bullish. It's a bullish indicator. I believe there's going to be some consolidation. If it pushes up to 592, I mean, maybe, but it could also bull run for a little bit as well. I do think it's going to get rejected. And if it goes the other way, then I'll simply get out. I'm risking about 1%, $7, to make around 2.5 to 3%, another $20. So QQQ could break this level here. And again, I drew this level well before we even started trading today, just based off of previous resistance levels from pre-market and after hours. Let's see. Oh, that's funny. I feel like I just answered it. Previous support. All this right here is resistance. Supporting line. It's always the lowest of the low. So yesterday our support line was 491. The day before that it was 496. Today it's 486 because of where it touched yesterday, 486.20. So always draw the supporting line from the previous day. And look at this, looking bullish a little bit more. TQQQ sold just a little early. Not necessarily though. I sold at what, 67.15? Right at those two red candles. Very clear area of rejection where I'd want to sell anyways. But it does look like QQQ is pushing up. We'll see if we get that bounce. But looking very bullish. We're going to get another resistance level right around 490.50. Oops. 492.50. Again, we need to respect that it's bullishness too. We need to respect the fact that it is bullish today. It is back above those pre-market levels. As you can see here, back above even where it closed yesterday, showcasing signs of it being bullish, but it could be a trap, guys. This could sell off even more. It could also begin to rebound. It could also go all the way back up to this 200-day moving average, which is what, 496, and be very bullish all the way up to that level, and then it could begin to sell off. So be aware of that, okay? Be aware of that. And I actually got into SQQQ a little too early. I need to lead by example. I thought this would have been the reversal period. I should have waited for confirmation because it was not. Are going to get 10 right here. Now we're in 30 shares, about a little more than $1,000 at $34.63. Again, risking about 1%, $10 to make around almost 3%, $30. Also, supporting line from last night would be, well, it's even gotten as low as $33. So we should have that. SQQQ has been as low as $33, so it could go down even that far. I'd love to see QQQ begin to sell off, break this line here, which is now acting as somewhat of a support, And it is acting as a support. It's going to continue to push up. See this moving average, how it's just very nice along this 9-day EMA. We never want to sell if it doesn't break. So it didn't break this line here at 66.85. It just pushed up even more. And as long as it's not breaking this trend line or the 9 EMA, then it's going to continue to remain bullish. As soon as it breaks this line and begins to sell off and comes below this and it curls over, then we will start to see signs of selling pressure. Just like we're seeing now. Do you see this curl over? I went up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now it's just consolidating flatlined, right? You got 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. MACD is beginning to curl over. Volume is getting weaker. And there we go. That's the selling pressure that we wanted to see. There we go. And that's the break. So the break of the EMA is going to create more selling pressure, possibly back down to the 200-day moving average, or this could be the first stages of it actually selling off back to 486 or even lower. So I am happy with our setup here. SQQQ will begin to rise as we bought it at those lows, 30 shares, and this will add to our actual total for the day, which we're already up 10 bucks or so, $13 from the other trade on TQQQ, 10 bucks. And so as QQQ sells off, we should be able to play this side as well. Now it doesn't have to sell off all the way back down. This can catch a little bit of that bullishness and continue to push up. So this is a very risky trade either way. Still very risky trade. And what we want to do a good job doing is locking in profits, but also letting our runners run. If this is going to run, to $36 today, then we want to make sure that we wait to go all the way up to $36, right? $36 can be just above here. $42 in profit on top of 10. It could be a $50 day very easily. Looks like MACD is curling over. Do you guys see this now? It's below the EMA. MACD right here is curling over. It crossed over the signal, right? What we want to see is the signal cross over the MACD, not the MACD cross over the signal, because that indicates that it's selling off. RSI is also going down. Now we can get a nice little turn here. We can get the bulls coming back in and it can push up very nicely, but it doesn't have to, okay? Let's remember that. It doesn't have to. Okay, getting rejected off of the 9 EMA. Did you see that? Got rejected off of that level really quickly. There it goes. I'm telling you guys, bull trap today. It's all about knowing when to take advantage, right? When to buy. Let's go ahead and show my chart settings. Trade history. Okay, TQQ, bought low, sold high. SQQ, buying in the lows, and I'm wanting to sell up here in the highs. So let's make sure we do a good job by waiting for those indicators to present themselves to us. Okay, MACD, QQQ selling off. Let's see if it holds here. Doesn't have to, but we can get a significant bounce if it does hold above that moving average, right? It's trying to hold above that moving average on the 5 minute, still well below it on the 30-minute. Okay, so let's see. I'd love to see this sell off even more. SQQQ, we are already up almost $20 on the day. Love to see it. This is a critical level right here, guys. Critical level. If it bounces off of this level, we could probably say goodbye to all of our profits for the day, as it would retrace because we are shorting the market. So if it doesn't hold and bounces, we need to get out of SQQQ and secure as much money as possible. If it does push up, then we sold too early and we could have held longer. There we go. Oh man, huge sell-off by QQQ. Love to see it. Look at this. Huge rejection here. Back down to those 488 levels. Let's see if we can get this to push a little further down for our SQQQ position as this pushes up, almost up $20 on the day. And guys, that's how we do it, right? Don't want to get too cocky here. Could reverse, but uh, let's see if we can sell a little more. Lock in a little more profit here. Again, don't want to be greedy. Don't want to be greedy here. This could retrace very easily. But if we can get this to sell off just a little bit more, that's going to be where we're going to want. That was a 1-minute candle. So in 5 minutes, it gave it all back. That's just to show you how volatile the market is. Okay, we got some green. It's going to retest this moving average. Come on, just reject. Get rejected here. Thank you. Yeah, that's correct. I traded it going up because I saw that it was oversold on the day, right? It was oversold. Traded it on the way up. Only regret is I didn't hold it just a little bit longer, right? From 67.13 to 67.60. So gave it back about 40 cents. Nothing too crazy. Retesting. Let's see if this gets rejected. And then on this reversal, we got into SQQQ to ride this up. Love to see QQQ get rejected off of this moving average. That would indicate signs that it is bearish. But it looks like we are probably going to give it all back. Look at this. Retested moving average. Still not above those EMA levels. Doesn't mean it can't though. It can still push up. And this just could be an area of a lot of consolidation. It did that the day before and the day before. Anytime it has these weird consolidation areas, it usually pushes the opposite direction. Consolidation, opposite. Consolidation, opposite. Consolidation, opposite. Here it's been going down, so I was thinking consolidation, opposite today. So, I mean, this could be very bullish today, honestly. And it looks like it's going to hold. Moving averages refers to these blue and purple lines. The purple line is the 9-day exponential moving average. The blue line is the 45-day exponential moving average. So anytime you see like the 9-day cross over the 45, you can get a nice signal of a bullish breakout. And vice versa. If the 9-day EMA crosses over this 45 here and goes down, then we'll get some bearish indication for selling pressure. Now your 200-day moving average, or the MA, is your overall, that's kind of like the line you want to look at mostly, right? This is what it's been for 200 days on average. When it's below it, it's usually bearish. When it's, see this, when it's below it, it's bearish, it gets rejected, has a hard time getting back above. And when it's bullish, as you can see here, when it goes above that level, it acts as a support. So it doesn't have to do it for a long period of time. It could do it for a day. It could do it for a month. I could do it for a year, how QQQ is showing. So this is pushing back up, unfortunately. We had an opportunity to lock in. I think we were up like $25 or $30. And now it's actually coming back down a little bit. Again, could be a bull trap here. A lot of consolidation. Just because it goes up above it doesn't necessarily mean it has to hold. But hey, it is showing signs of bullishness today. MA45. Why choose these 2 days? I like the 9 because, as you can see, it follows very closely on those day trades. The 45, I like it again because when this fails, 45 acts as another type of support. You could do anyone's. You can do 20-day, you could do 30-day, you could do 50-day, 60-day. On the 9 EMA, you could do 15. I know the 15 and the 12 are very popular. So it's just something that I choose, my own personal preference. VWAP is also another good one. The orange line, it's the volume weighted average price. So someone acting as a moving average, it shows the volume weighted average price per day per share. Don't use it as much, but it is a good indicator to use. And then super trend, I like to use super trend too sometimes to get a kind of clearer picture. This is saying that it is bullish still for now, but it can turn very bearish. Sometimes see how it says bearish here. Indicators can be delayed. Indicators can be very delayed, so I don't really particularly use them all that much. Now we'd love to see a rejection here on QQQ. I know the markets can sell off, but it doesn't mean they have to right this moment. Also, it can get rejected hard again right off of that 490 moving average on the 30-minute. See how it got rejected all evening and pre-market? It's been getting rejected off of that moving average. It even got rejected off of it right here as well. Could not get above that 45-day moving average. Great questions, Kristen. There are going to be some people who will benefit from those as well as yourself. So thanks for asking. All right, I think we are going to either get a pullback very aggressively, or this is going to begin to rally some more. See how the MACD came down and now it's trying to curl over. I would love to see a big rejection here. It's literally at those pre-market resistance levels of 491, 490.50, stuff like that. So get a big rejection here on this one, then I will get out of my position and we'll move on. Cut our losses. Look at that doji candle though. No, look at that. It's going to be bullish still. It's pushing up. I'd love to see another big rejection at the top here. That'd be great to see. SQQQ, we're still in the money, but not as much as I'd like to be. Already made some money on TQQQ for everyone tuning in. We just hit double digits. Let's make sure we're smashing that like button, guys. This is free. All that I ask is you pay the small price of smashing the like button. You do that, and we'll be friends for life. Yeah, see, there's no reason why I need to continue to be in this trade, as the trade is actually going against me now, right? I'd love to see a rejection though, but we may not get it at this time period. We might have to wait until much later to get that rejection. And to have $1,000 floating around, I'm comfortable with it just for the fact that we are at these weird levels here. I do believe it can go even lower for the simple fact that it's below the moving average on a day time frame. At a double top and a price cross moving average. Super oversold though. I mean, this thing's already down 10% from 540 down here. That's a 10% correction, so we can see it actually go back up. I don't know, it's getting rejected right here as well. So a lot of consolidation at this level, and we've been going live for 43 minutes. Told myself I'm only gonna do 30 minutes today. So I hope you guys enjoy me being on just a little longer. Do me a favor, guys, smash that like button. Let's get those double-digit likes on here before we end the live stream. That would be amazing. Double-digit likes. That means everyone watching right now should be smashing that like button for me. Okay, QQQ. Still holding though. Let's see here. MACD's not looking good though. This thing could continue to sell off just a little bit more. Yeah, a lot of consolidation at 490. See how it's just slowly holding above that 9 EMA? Do you see that, Kristen? Acting as a support. And until it breaks that support, it's going to continue to keep going up. It's got to break that area. And it can break it at any point in time. It doesn't have to wait for anything special. We just need a little bit more selling pressure, and that would actually begin to sell off. Here we go. Are we going to see that now? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Love to see one more rejection. Just doesn't look like it's going to happen here. And again, it could happen much later in the day. It could happen in an hour. It could happen overnight. This thing could begin to push up again overnight, begin to sell off, right? But it looks like we are getting some rejection at that 491.03 level. 491.03 level. Yeah, a lot of rejection at 491.03. So again, it needs to get above that level in order for it to go up. Yep, here we go, selling off. Now it's below that 9 EMA. Well, it was for just a moment. I believe it's starting to sell off now. So SQQQ now trying to get above that 9 EMA. If QQQ can continue to get rejected. There we go. So now here's a part of that rejection period we were talking about, rejection phase. Got rejected off the 9 EMA. Now it's testing the 45 EMA. If it breaks 45 EMA, then it'll have to test the moving average. And so there's all these little things that can help a company or can hurt a company, right? Depending on those levels. This is not necessarily fundamental trading. This is more technical trading. Technicals do not work if there's news catalysts. But then once the news catalysts are kind of over and all the hype's over, then you can go back to technicals. Testing the moving average here. See how it failed here? It failed here. Now it's trying to bounce off of the moving average. And it can. It could actually bounce off of this very easily and begin to push back up. It could get rejected and sell off even more. And that's what we want. We want to see a big, big rejection candle here. I want to see a big rejection candle. There we go. That's the likes I like to see. For every person on here, they're liking it. That's awesome. There we go. Okay, rejection. It's going to reject hard if it doesn't hold. Looks like it's holding. Looks like it's going to hold, maybe. I think it's going to get rejected personally. And we're going to get a big payout here. Here we go. SQQQ selling off. QQQ selling off. Here we go. Back to 489. Let's see if it breaks 489. Goes to 488s. There it is. There's the break. Let's get some more selling pressure in here as SQQQ pushes up. What we're going to do a good job is by locking in profits this time. Because it looks like it's stair-stepping up a bit. So we're going to go ahead and sell 10 shares here at 35.09. Just to reduce our position size, take a little bit out. That's all we're doing here. Especially if this goes back. If it gets rejected and sells off more, we'll sell more. But if it holds like it has been and it goes above it, then maybe we just get out and you know, get out of the trade in general. I'd love to see it get rejected a little bit more though to where our area is that we want to see. And again, I could hold this literally for hours or a day, and it could go lower than 4. In here is we're trading literally for 30 minutes to an hour a day, and we're trying to make profits in that a little amount of time. See it get rejected. The point is we shouldn't have to be on our screen all day trading, watching a screen all day long to make decent money. Come on, let that sell off. There we go. Big rejection candle. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and sell 10 more here. Where is it at? 3507. Got to really be patient here. Let's be patient just for a moment. We're going to sell 10 more here at 35.17. I know I sold too early. When I sell early, it's funny because when I sell early, I really sell early. But see this area of support, now it's having a hard time getting below 48.33. So that's to me saying, hey, there's a lot of support here. A lot of people are stepping in and buying at 48.33 for the simple fact that they were buying it before right there. Do you see that crossover right there? Let me do a yellow line. 48.30. And look, it just crossed over it. Could sell off even more. It could also bounce. Okay, this can act as a support. It is above it, and there was what? Previous resistance, and once it broke out of that resistance level, excuse me, it then held as a support. Broke out, support, went all the way up, came all the way back down to that support level, and here we are, we're seeing support again. So don't ever think that your target down here has to be the end all do all. It doesn't, right? Support and resistance levels can change throughout the day. They can change minutely. They can change literally all the time. So I want you guys to be aware of that, okay? This is acting as a support right now, and it broke support. So by breaking support, this can sell off even more, down to 487, down to 486, and honestly, guys, this can go down even past that. I just did not have the patience to hold my position even longer, and that is, you know, that's on me. Look how much higher this went up. I sold at 35.20. Most of it was at 35.20. I could have got another 20 cents, 10, 20 cents out of it. But then that's where greed comes in, where you're trying to squeeze out every single little penny and dime because maybe you have a psychological number, you know, $50 or $30. What if I waited to make $30 and it flushed on me and I went back to break even? So it's important to understand current, previous support levels. At any one of these points, I could have sold and had my emotions take over, and we could have lost money, right? So we made money on TQQ today as it pushed up, showing signs of direction. Once direction wasn't favorable anymore, we locked in our profits and we got out. Then we noticed SQQQ and possible rebound. I tried to get that rebound right here. It sold off a little bit more, and then it pushed up and continuing to push up. It's at 34.30, 34.40 it got up to. Now getting rejected, but doing a good job buying at the lows, selling at the highs, waiting for confirmation on those crossovers, locking in a few bucks today. Locked in $15 on SQQQ, shorting the market. Locked in another $10 on TQQQ, going for the market, resulting in about $25 on the day, or 1.4% in less than 1 hour. That's not bad. You know, I know there's people that work a full-time job, or I know when I worked, you know, I was making $7 an hour, $10 an hour, and that was hard labor. So anyone that can make, you know, more than minimum wage in an hour is doing good. And if you're just even breaking even, you are doing better than 90% of traders out there. So hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Stick around for my recap video. I'm going to kind of talk about all this in another video, kind of recapping my trades for you all. Other than that, I appreciate you guys' time. If you're feeling a little lost, a little overwhelmed, or you're unsure of some of the technical terms that I'm using, then I have a series of helpful videos that are in our Learn to Earn lesson library. That is also available to you 24/7, 7 days a week, 100% free lifetime access. You get that when you sign up to this YouTube channel by subscribing, and you get it when you sign up with our Discord. So after you watch those series of videos, if you have any questions and you still want a little help on understanding indicators or moving averages, then simply reach out to me on the Discord. I will gladly help you. And remember, if you haven't heard what the Discord is, or you're not sure what that is, it's a 100% free lifetime access. I share with you my live market updates, and you get to watch me trade live every single morning. You could connect with others, ask me questions, and it's a great way for new investors to learn how to make money in the stock market more consistently. Okay, I highly recommend you tune into these every single day at market open, Monday through Friday. Check out my recap videos and the other series of helpful videos we have just to help you out, guys. Smash that like button for me. If you guys don't have any other questions, comments, concerns, then I will be getting off of the live stream here, guys. We'll be wrapping it up. Oh, and this is actually our 5th green day in a row. That is correct. So we got a red day due. We got a red day due, and I'm actually waiting for it. I am waiting for that red day. I am. We're up $118 or 7% on the week. Very amazing. And yeah, 5 days in a row. We got a red day coming. I don't know when, but what we're going to do is we're going to do a great job by minimizing our we're going to have a really good risk management that day. So that way, you know, we made $100+ this week, 5 green days in a row. So when we hit that red day, you know, hey, maybe we lose $5, $10, $20, but we're definitely not going to be losing any more than our max our max risk or stop loss, which is 1 or 2%. 1 or 2% is manageable, you know. $20 to $40 is manageable. There's no reason we should be holding our positions longer than that. You know, a $40 loss, I'll take it. $20, cool. When we start getting into a $100 loss, $200 loss, that's when it just gets a little bit too crazy, and that's when it makes it harder to come back from the dead, and then it discourages new people when they do take those losses to where they never want to trade again. Guys, that's how we are. We run what, 5, and we get 1 or 2 red days. We run another 5, 6 green days, and we'll get 1 or 2 red days. So we want to be sure that we're aware when those red days happen, so we can manage our risk and know, hey, they're gonna happen. We can't avoid red days. You guys all know that here on the channel. I go over my red days with you just like I do my green days, and I think that's what makes this such a great community, and that's why it draws so many new people in to this community, because I am super transparent. I don't sell you guys anything. I offer nothing for sale. All of this is 100% free. So smash that like button for me. I appreciate it if you did. And that's really just that. So again, I hope you guys enjoy this live day trading session. I appreciate you guys' time. Like always, remember to smash the like button, and let's end the year on a green note. And we'll see you all in the next live stream.